Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, this is such a long name for a series. In the last episode, we were working a little bit with bees, which I'll get to in a little bit. I've been doing a lot of work with bees, and we were looking at teleporting nodes for Thaumcraft. So we were using the teleposer and the teleposition focus, and flying around at low Y levels, around Y level 10, between like 5 and 10, usually, in both the Nether and the Overworld. And I have been collecting nodes. So currently we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nodes? Is that right? Yes. So I have 2 fire nodes, I have a Perdicio, I have an Aqua, and a Terra. All pretty good nodes. And at the end of the day, we're going to be moving them over here. Now, there's a reason why they're all kind of spaced out apart from each other. The big thing is just kind of, well, I don't want them interacting with each other. Nodes will feed off of each other, depending on like who's lower and all that kind of stuff. And I want these all to be pure. Now, there are a ton of nodes I've been skipping because they are not pure. And, well, there's not really much reason for doing that other than I would prefer to have the pure. Oh my god, this made a ton of bees. Awesome, we got some U. See, that is on. Let's turn our magnet off. We want a pristine Rocky if we can get it. And it looks like it went in there, so awesome. I'm going to turn that back on. It'll do its thing, and eventually we'll drop out the bee. But anyways, as I was saying, there are a lot of nodes down there that are not pure. And what I mean by pure is just one aspect. So this is just fire, just water, just earth, just chaos, disorder, Perdicio, whatever it is. So I want things that are things that are pure, just for myself, and it's a little bit nicer. It's just kind of better. Anyways, what we're gonna do today? Let's start with bees, because I have been working with bees quite a bit. We still have the secluded queen in here. Now, in order to get the secluded queen to the next part that we need another monostatic princess or whatever. So I have been trying to force a forest princess to be monostatic. And it's sort of working. Ooh, that's pure. What are you? You want wheat. And then every once in a while just coming over here and affecting them and whatnot. As you can see, I've gotten rid of all of the empty bee stuff. And I have been working pretty diligently trying to make things a little bit nicer for like cleaning up all of the gene samples, because we're only going to want some of them. So I've made a furnace. I actually included a new augment that I haven't used before, the integrated hopper apparatus, which is pretty cheap, just iron and pneumatic servo. But this allows us to pull items in from like the gold chest up above, and then it will automatically output here. So kind of automated, just kind of nicer. But eventually what I'm going to be doing is taking all these purebreds out, throwing them through here, and we're going to keep purebreds in here with a copy of the gene. So for example, we have cultivated. We have a bunch of cultivated. We're going to keep at least one gene sample in the chest with them, just so that we always have it. So we're gonna do like rows of bees, just to kind of store them a little bit nicer, but I will kind of worry about that later. I'd like to collect a lot of the bees. Some of the bees are going to be really useful, but currently I'm just trying to get these guys taken care of so that they can do what I want them to do. So anyways, that's bee stuff. I've really just been working a little bit with that. The diamond chest, like I said, is going to be the purebreds. We're going to get rid of the Apier's chest, just because this is much, much smaller. And I'm going to probably run through anything that's still a queen, just so I have princesses and drones. And then eventually I'm going to make a lot more apiaries and kind of automate stuff, just so that they're a little bit nicer. So with that aside, I'm not going to do too much bee stuff on camera. I'm going to continue working on it off camera as much as possible. But there's one thing I want to work on, and that is laser drills. So we have the laser drills here, and they're great. However, I don't use them too much because I didn't think I'd need to. Well, turns out we're going to need to. And the secret is, well, that Galgadorian stuff. So we need 30 blocks of Galgadorian. Obsidian is easy enough. I can actually tell the system to make... actually, how much obsidian am I telling it to keep in the system? More than I currently have. 8,000. So that's perfect. That'll be fine. And that'll just kind of work off in the background, and we'll be fine. So if we want 30 of these, the obsidian is fine. We have plenty of mushrooms. Slime balls we will get soon enough once we get a bit more draconium infused obsidian. Same with blaze rods. Spider eyes we can just turn on the witches for a while. Same with gas tiers we'll get later with the gas spawner. But one of the big things is diamond nuggets, or just diamonds in general. And so if we want a lot of diamonds, we're probably going to want to start getting diamond ore. Diamond ore we can use to... See, we can smelt it into a single diamond, we can pulverize it into 2, we can sag mill it into multiple. Like, we can do a lot of stuff. So, we're going to want to get some diamond ore. And the easiest way to do that is a laser drill with a light blue focus. So, we're going to make some light blue focuses. We're going to make 6 of them. So, we just need some ceramic dye. And let's see, what do we need for this? Just get a bunch of the stuff. We don't really need it for anything else. And then the light blue focus is just emeralds, gold, and the stuff. Now these do not stack. We can only take 6 at a time, so that's all we're gonna do. So easy enough. Let's come over here. Put all light blue focuses, so this will give us a much better chance of getting diamonds. And we're going to turn on, let's turn on half of them and see how it does. So much sand, glass do we have? We have 100,000 glass. That's not bad. And this is still working. Let's actually take this dust out, and we're going to sift it, because why not? Which one is the dust? This is the dust. So that is going to be fine. We'll get more stuff from that. And I believe we have plenty of storage, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, we have plenty of storage. So I'm not going to worry about like checking that too often. It shouldn't fill up the chest that quickly. We just need to keep an eye on our power. Which the easiest one is to come back here and see. Alright, that one is running. This one is not. And this one is slowly draining, so we should have plenty of power. But as you'll see, we'll start getting more ores. In fact, we just got an ore. We could turn all of these on and see how bad it is. It might actually start using this. But either way, it shouldn't matter too much. We have plenty of power. But once these all kick on, it goes pretty quickly. But I don't think I want... We'll just do half of them, so it's not that big of a strain. These use... I actually don't remember. It's a lot of power per like operation. So we'll come back to that later. Check our power and all that fun stuff. So what do I want to do today? Well, the main thing that I want to do is work with these nodes. So I mentioned how there is a problem with nodes that they will try to, well, basically eat each other. And that's not something I want. Like, that's awful. So how do we fix that? Well, it's actually pretty easy. There is an item in Thaumcraft called the node stabilizer. This guy. So what the node stabilizer does is it, well, stabilizes the node. It basically prevents the node from transferring anything in or out. There is an advanced one that does a little bit more stuff, specifically looking at like different types of nodes, so fading nodes and pale nodes, which are weaker nodes, but they don't matter as much. And the node stabilizer, the advanced one, actually is not useful to us. We just want the normal ones. So that's going to require a good bit of stuff. Let's do this. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make, surprisingly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus 6. We're going to want 18 of these. I'll get to why 18 in a second. So we're going to need basically 12 for all the nodes that we're going to want, but we're going to want a few more. So niter. Do I not know how to make nitor? That might be a recipe we want to teach. Do we have more room? We have 5. Yeah, we're going to want to teach the system how to make niter. Is there any problems with that? That's the question. So, processing pattern. Niter is just glowstone, but it requires some other things. Like candle. Candle, light. I believe the actual the essentia is called lux. Yeah. So ignis, potentia, lux. Now I believe we are currently, let's see, alienus, metallum, tenebra, precantatio, void. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think we're doing much with lux. But lux is actually a really easy one to get. It is just glowstone, torches, anything that basically gives off light. Glowstone is probably, torches are probably going to be the best. So sticks, I have like 15,000, so it's not that big of a deal. And coal, also have an absolute ton of coal. So let's just do that. Wait, no, wrong one. I grabbed the wrong chest. So that, we'll get a bunch of lux. And we have 2 already, so we're going to need a lot of that to make a good bit of niter, but that's fine. We don't need a lot of niter. How are we for potentia? Potentia is pretty good. And then the other thing was fire, ignis, which we also have a good bit. Isn't coal both? Yeah. So we can grab, I've never scanned a block of coal. It's 13, that's less. So let's grab like 2 stacks of coal. We'll just come here and burn those up, just so we have plenty of essentia. So throw that in there, and it will start making niter. And we don't really need to automate that or anything, so I don't think I will, just because we don't really use enough niter to warrant it. So the next thing that we're going to want to do, let's see, we're going to need 18 pistons. just get 20. And we're going to need quartz blocks times a lot. Let's see, 18, and that would be 36. Perfect. Then we're going to need gold and arcane stone bricks. So there's the gold. And then arcane stone bricks, we're going to need some arcane stone into bricks. Now we're going to need more arcane stone. I don't remember how to make that. It's weird in this pack because it's complicated. And it is in this work table as well. So let's see, we're going to need living rock. You know what, can we just shift click that in? We should be able to. What kind of shards do we have a lot of? I mean, can we use wrath shards? That would be so nice. What's going to be the easiest one? I believe Ordo is like really simple. And then we're going to want a lot more stone, so let's get like 1,000 stone cooking up. And then we're going to need Nitor times, well, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Nitor, not Niter. Anyways, so that's going to take some time. We're going to want to stay away. Because of the whole, you know, picking up stuff. But that should be fine. Okay, so the node stabilizers are going to require a lot of Ordo, as well as, well, it's Ordo, Aqua, and Terra for each one. We're going to need a lot of it. So we're going to probably want to switch. Actually, let's do this. Let's see, so 1, 2, I think 3 more would be good. Yep, that's exactly what we needed. Alright, so we can get rid of that. And now we should be able to make our first node stabilizers. Oops, wrong way. So we'll make 1. We're out of stuff. 2, 3, 4. And then we're out of stuff again. Alright, so we have 4 of these guys. Now before we do anything, I want to kind of order these in a way that makes sense. So we're going to have, let's see, alphabetically I think would be good. So air, aqua, Ignis would be next. Ordo, Perditio. So right here. We go ahead and put this guy down. Let's mark him. Teleport him right there. And then we can put our first node stabilizer. So node stabilizer just does that. And now this guy, we can extract from him just whenever we want, but he's not going to like do anything. He's not going to draw from the Ignis, which is going to be right here. So let's get this one taken care of. Now this Ignis is not that strong, so we're going to actually use this one. It's 93. It's really hard to see where they actually are. And then he's over here now. We replace everything like we need to. And now he's stable. So Ignis is third one, so I guess let's put the other one right here. And this is pretty easy. Like I said, I will kind of, I will kind of do this more off camera than anything else, just because, well, it makes sense to do that. We're going to go ahead and put him there. Alright, who else do we have? We have Aqua. So Aqua will be right here. And then the last one is Terra. So this is a really good Aqua as well. It's like anything that's close to 100 is just actually fantastic. I don't know if you can find them too often in the main, like, not Skyblock, where a lot of the settings have been kind of adjusted. And then this is the Terra. We can go ahead and put him over here, because why not? And if we can get one more set of things, we can start looking at a couple of cool things that we can do with this stuff. So there is a reason why we are moving these nodes and putting them where I'm putting them and all that kind of fun stuff. Which we'll kind of see later. So right now, this guy is pretty full. We can drain some of the stuff out of these guys. And we can still drain these guys. That's not a problem one bit. But we're going to need a little bit of Ordo. Aren't we? Yeah, very little. So I think the best way to handle that is going to be, let's just go to the Nether and kill a bunch of stuff, or we can just spawn things in and kill them. That might be easier. So let's do exactly that. And you know what? Let's not spawn in blitzes. We don't need any of those right now. I was getting some of those just for the, what are they called? The Niter. But I don't think we really need any of those right now. How's our bees doing, by the way? Ooh, we have monostatic. Princess, are you pure? You are. And you guys are both half. Flowers, yeah, they should be bred out of the whole needing anything other than flowers. Because monostatics typically require, what is it? The wheat. They typically require wheat. Anyways, this is going to be pretty much full, potentially. Hopefully these guys give Ordo. I don't actually know if they do. But we got a bunch of slime balls out of it, so who cares? No Ordo. So we'll kind of play it by ear a little bit. I think they give what they are made out of, like, in a sense. But we'll see. Let's go to the Nether real quick, because that'll be nice and easy. We can also dump all the slime balls and the heart in there. And dump our extra mob souls. Just because. Actually fly through here and make sure we picked up any of the little orbs. Okay. Let's go to the Nether and see if that can give us what we want. There's a wider variety of things that are in the Nether, so kind of nice. But we just need to recharge our wand a little bit. Nothing too major. As you can see, you can still see all the stuff I was killing before. And We have 23, but that one's full. Okay, and that works for me. So as long as one of the ones are full, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's go get another node stabilizer, and we can start looking at some other things. So there's that. And we can't make one because we don't have enough ordo. So let's go ahead and stabilize the Earth. Alright, so as you can see, we have 4 of the 6. Actually going to go ahead and place that right there. And then this guy. So why are these different? Well, these 6 we're actually going to harness with... we're going to harness for our machine, specifically for our arcane crafting table. We might do arcane crafting, but probably not. I don't know that we're going to really need to do that anytime soon, so I don't know that we're going to do that. But this is going to be a 1 recharging station specifically. So basically, do we have... You know, how good is that? Nope. Let's see, let's just put that back in there. Let's dump everything in. Alright, so one of the things we're going to want to make is a 1 recharging pedestal. There we go. It's not that difficult. We're going to need a pedestal. We're going to need 2 diamonds, gold, and then a primal charm, which is also pretty straightforward to make. But I believe it requires... Ooh, it's not straightforward to make anymore. So we're not going to worry about that right now. But what we can do is we can start looking into what else are we going to need. Because the big thing with this is we're trying to get... I crashed. Alright, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a crash. And now it's super duper laggy. Hopefully we'll catch up in a second. There we go. So anyways, as I was saying, the big thing that we're looking at with Thaumcraft currently is, well, Ichorium. Well, Ichor and Ichorium, Ichor cloth strap silverwood 1 cores and Ichorium 1 caps. All sorts of really, well, powerful things. Considering they require nether stars, they're pretty powerful and they're pretty top tier. And a lot of what we need to do with this is arcane infusions, which is fine. Spiritus, Lux, Humanus. The hard part with this is going to be the ender shards, but and the fact that the stability is pretty high. But what we're going to want to start working towards is just kind of making everything a little bit better. So what we're going to end up doing, we're going to be harnessing these guys to extract the V out and pump it straight into this guy, which we could probably start working on today. But I think what I want to do, okay, I was worried we were going to crash again. We have some shards. Let's go ahead and get, let's try to get our first little bit of Ichor. And this is going to require, obviously, some nether stars. So let's get like 10 nether stars going. Should be fine. How many wither skulls do we have? We have a lot. So that's fine. We'll let that go and run for a little bit. We still need more and more stuff. So I think for now, let's go ahead and farm up some more slimes. What else were we going to need for the Ichor? Diamonds and Eyes of Ender. Pretty easy on those. Let's also go check our more important thing. How's our power doing? Seems to be fine. This is running, but it's just barely. And we still have pretty much full stacks of this. Cool. So we have 3 diamond ores. That's really nice. I'm going to put those down there so that they are obvious. The withers are spawning in. It's great. They'll die. You don't have to worry about them. So let's just kill a bunch of slimes. And I realize I need to put this on the bar so that we can actually get some of the little Sentia orbs. It looks like they're just dropping... it looks like these guys are just dropping Aqua and Terra, which is fine because we needed those. But there's a couple of things we can do that's a little bit better for all this. So anybody else we're gonna need villagers as well. So let's go ahead and summon in some villagers. And let's see, let's grab this. Which slate tier do we need? Demonic. So that's tier. And that's fine. So we have 55 arcane stone blocks. We gotta flip the right one. So I'm gonna let those guys spawn in, and we can probably start getting some of these nether stars and all this fun stuff kind of taken care of. So the last thing we need to worry about is obviously we're going to be... Oh, I wanted to put that somewhere else. I want to put that in here. So let's see, we're also going to need eye vendors. We have 21 of those. So something else I'm going to want to see. Do we have any rare treasures? No. We have a lot of treasures, but not really worth it to open them. But yeah, so we're going to want a lot of villagers. Let's just kill all these guys. Now one of these days I will upgrade this altar and all that fun stuff. Maybe make it automatic as well. We'll kind of see. But what all for Ichor cloth? That's pretty easy, other than the fact that it requires a ton of aspects. So we just need like 3 of these guys. Let's turn that off for right now. Make sure that's filled up. Let's see, what else can we be doing right now? Let's see, let's get the 8 diamonds. And nether stars. Cool. So we have all the stuff we need. The question now is, what else do we need? We need Spiritus, Humanus, and Lux. We have a lot of Lux. Finally. Spiritus, we don't have too much, and Humanus, we don't have that much. So what can we get? Where can we get Humanus from? Rotten Flesh actually is pretty good. Or player heads. Those have a good bit of Spiritus and other things. Let's get like 3 stacks of these, and then Rotten Flesh. We'll just fill up our inventory. I'm gonna take 2 of these guys and do that. Now, how are we doing for storage? Just fine. Okay, so let's see. This probably needs... Okay, we have 1 demonic slate. We're gonna want a couple more. How much is it to make a single demonic slate? So 15. There's 2,000. 23. Alright, so let's get this guy out. And honestly, that should be enough for that. Okay, cool. So what else can we do? Are we still bringing things, summoning things in? No. And then we'll just kill all the rest of the villagers with our sword. Maybe get some souls. Let's see, what else can we be doing right now? There's not really much else to do until we have what we need. So specifically until we have the Essentia. So I think the middle one is probably still... Let's take those out. Oh wow, there's just a lot of stuff in it, so it's going to take a while to process. That's fine. So for one of these, we need 32 Humanus and Lux. So we can go ahead and make one. We can go ahead and do the first. So that. And then I have Ender, Diamond, Nether Star in the middle, and this is a pretty high high instability craft. It's gonna be pretty awful. But what I'm hoping, and this is something that I don't want to look at the book because it crashed last time. But something we can make is, unfortunately, it doesn't tell us what we can do with that, or the Ichorium cap. But there are things called crafting scepters, and I don't think we can look at any of them. Yeah, there is the wand, which is made like so, and then the scepter, which is made like so. So we'd need 3 caps and a primal charm. But if we can have all of that stuff, then what we can do is make a very powerful crafting scepter that will stay in the crafting terminal whenever we want to make things. It's actually the best way to kind of handle that. So there goes the diamond, there goes the ender shard. Next is the Eye of Ender, and then the Nether shard, and there is our Ichorium. So we finally have some Ichorium. Wow, it's awful to scan. Okay. So our first little bit of Ichorium. So what do we want this stuff for? Well, we want to make one of these guys, and that's just awful. You know, we could also make one of those. We have a little bit of all the primals. Yep. And then magic. Yeah, so we're going to want... Really? I guess we're just going to have to trim this tree a little bit. And we're going to want shards. Let's make like 20 of those. It's going to take a little bit of time. Entropy. Let's see. How's this doing over here? So we should have... So do we have at least 25? We do. Click that for a second. So we have one of the demonic slates. We're going to need... Actually, we're going to need a few more. So we'll come back to that. To do everything I want. Anyways, we need to find something that we can kill that is going to be profitable, that is going to give us what we need in terms of V. So let's see. We could probably... I mean, we could summon in gas. Let's see how gas do. So we'll get a few of those guys in and kill them and see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna want one of those. For the Silverwood wand core, we're gonna need a balance shard, and then one of each of the shards. Now, balance shards, we have a few. You know what? This is not connected to anything, right? So let's get our stuff in here like so. And we can just start working on whatever else we need. So there's going to be 7 shards plus this guy. We need like 20 earth shards. We need more grass. Which means we need more dirt. And that's actually really kind of weird. What we can do, we can always go to the spirit world and collect grass and stuff like that from there. Otherwise, I don't have a dirt production system right now. And we're only going to get one gas spawning at a time, but is it going to give us some ordo? It gave us a little bit of ordo. Alright, so gas are probably not going to be the best bet. So let's get let's get something else. I mean, witches? We could get more blitzes. That wouldn't be bad. That is something that's useful for making more redstone energy conduits, flux ducts, whatever. And we could also do blazes, but I don't think they're going to give us ordo. Anyways, watering can. We'll get a little bit of grass blocks. Yeah, I just need to figure out more. Need to get more dirt or something, so that we can get plenty of earth shards, all that fun stuff. There's certain things that I don't like using because of that. There's certain things I don't like using earth shards for because of just how difficult they are to get. So we're gonna need, let's just get like 10. We have entropy, we have fire coming, hopefully. And we need like 20 air shards. So what is it waiting on? By the way, I made a bunch of scenarium just because. Oh, it doesn't have, ooh, that's not good. It doesn't have any lava. But that's okay. We can manage. What we need to do, because this is all in the same system for lava, just drop that down to 5,000, and we're gonna let this kind of just wait for a bit. Anyways, what is with this? There's like a little bit of stuttering lag, which is really weird. Anyways, diamond ore is not going down there, which is a pain. Okay. So we should be able to make another wand core. Let's see if we have just enough. Alright, so we have plenty of air shards. We just need a fire shard, and then we'll be good. So, go ahead. Let's see. Air. Entropy. Order. Fire. Earth. Water. And balance. Alright, so I would love to have just one fire shard extra, just in case, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that. Let's real quick deal with this. So 17. And we'll just kill a few more, just to be safe. Alright, so, yeah. You know what, let's see. Do we have any more fire shards? Yes, there we go. So now I don't feel too bad making wand core. And we should have plenty of all the essentia. Yeah, the only thing we don't really have much of is air, but that's fine. So a lot of this stuff, we're going to need a lot of crafting with it, but it's fine. So this won't take too long. It shouldn't be too unstable. We have a lot of stabilizers, but why we want the silverwood rod? Well, basically so we can get, we're going to want 2 of these Ichor cloth strap silverwood wands. If we can manage it. That is a question though. Because this Ichor cloth is so expensive, does this actually, it only holds 100. Oh man. Okay, let's get rid of that stuff. And can we, okay, we need enchanted fabric, which requires golden thread and wool. Let's get like 20 of that. But we need enchanted thread for this fabric, or golden thread. So that's hay bales and whiffs of magic. So we don't have any hay bales. We have a good bit of wheat. Let's get like 8 of these. Even number will give us. Oh wow! Right, I forgot. There's a lot of these guys. Not that they really can do much to me. But I don't see many orbs. That's not good. Alright, let's try something else. I don't know what to do. Let's do witches. And okay, that is actively doing stuff. Alright, let's clean out. Ooh, lag spike. I don't know why it's lagging at times. It's odd. Alright, so we're gonna need plenty of stuff for the we're gonna need the enchanted fabric. We're gonna want to use this wand and see wool. I'm hoping, and this is where things get really frustrating with Thaumcraft. We may need a different alright, is it getting, it is. These guys are dropping a little bit of Ordo. But let's just drop everything off in here. And it will get pulled out. How much Ordo do we have? We are 85. We need a little bit more. But the worry is, let's see, let's go ahead and start spinning up the golden stuff. We need whiffs of magic. We have 3 currently. We have 7. We need rowan saplings for that, or we can distill it to get Tears of Goddess. Let's do the rowan saplings. guess we're gonna have to, you know, we can put that in there. Guess we're gonna have to do something like this. And it'd be cool if I could, like, I guess if we got a lumber axe, we could kill this, get these guys taken care of a lot quicker, but whatever. That should be enough. Burn up a little bit of this. I need to kind of organize all this stuff again. But there is a bit of golden thread. You know what? While we're kind of waiting for things to do things, let's go ahead and make another wand core. We're going to want 2 of these guys eventually. Balance shard, entropy, fire, water, earth, and air. Alright, so that should be fine. We have a little bit of this stuff, so we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now if we want to make the Ichor cloth, yeah, we need 2. So we're going to need 2 sets of these, but actually we're just going to need 1. And then Ichor, I have in here. And this is the moment of truth. Exactly. Alright, so we just need to get a little bit more essence, and we can do this. That was actually a very big concern, because if this wand was not powerful enough, then we'd need to make a more powerful one to craft the Ichor cloth, and that would mean, well, awful things. But basically, having the ability to, all we have to do is get a little bit of ordo with this. And that just means that, hey, we don't have to worry too much about, like, making yet another wand just to get this wand taken care of. It's kind of a pain. Do we have any more? Yes, we do. Let's just put 1 in there. Yeah, I will probably go through and clean that up a little bit. Let's kill all these guys. That is full. And we put all the hands in there. Almost all this stuff will go in there anyways. So perfect. We now have 100 V. This is really, really good. So we should be able to just do this. Make the Ichor cloth. And then we can make the Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand core. Now, that requires Salus Mundus, which we have a bit of, the Ichor cloth, a little bit of Ichor, the silverwood wand core, and a gas tier, which we have plenty of. Now the main question with this is 100 magic, 32 lux, 32 instrumentum. We need more instrumentum. We have plenty of lux, and we have plenty of magic. So instrumentum, I think flint is like the easiest way to get that, or rubber wood. So let's get just a bunch of flint. We'll dump that in there. Grab 2 more. Because flint is just terra and instrumentum, so that's not too bad. And we're going to let this kind of run for a bit off camera anyways, so it's fine. So we need 32 instrumentum. Let's go ahead and get this set up. So this goes in the middle. We'll put the Ichor cloth over here. The Ichor and the gas tier here, and then the Salus Mundus here. Is there really only 6 ingredients to this? There is. It is actually symmetrical. That's why it's not awful. It actually requires a lot of stuff, but it's not awful. Now we're gonna want some of this Ichor cloth just in case. Salus Mundus, gas tier, and a piece of Ichor just in case something goes wrong. But just a moment, we'll have all of the instrumentum that we need, and we can go ahead and try this out. So this is a huge thing, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. The worst possible thing that could happen is both Ichor cloths get destroyed, but we have a lot of stabilizers. I don't know that that's going to be an issue. We can always add more stabilizers too. If we have any issues with this, we can add more. Now, this is like step 1, and this episode is getting a little bit long, so I think we're going to continue step 2 in the next episode. But basically, I need to do this all again, but that's going to require recharging this wand, so that we can make more Ichor cloth. We might need to make a little bit more Ichor itself, but I want to make 2 of these wands, and then we're going to need to make 5 of these caps, which is going to require a good bit of Ichor and some Ichorium, which requires a good bit of Ichor and a lot of aspects. We're probably going to start with just 2. I want to see, we might even make a 3rd. Wow, that would be kind of insane to make 3 of these guys. I think, and this is something I'm not entirely sure of, we'll discover it later once we get to that point, but I think that we can make, so there goes the Ichor, there goes 1 Ichor cloth. Okay, we're good now. Nothing can happen that would ruin this completely, so we're fine. But I think that we can make a crafting wand out of this stuff, and if we can, that's going to be insanely powerful. So there is our Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand core. I never actually scanned the wand. Alright, cool. So with that taken care of, do we have more enchanted fabric? We do. Can I scan it while it's in there? No. Alright, cool. So with this Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand core, if we look, by the way, at what is it called? It's the mana pool. Right there it is. The everlasting mana pool. It actually requires a Ichorium adorned Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand, which is this. Not too awful to make, but definitely pretty awful. So we're gonna try to make, we might try to make 2 of those, which is kind of crazy, but we'll see. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next time, like I said, we're gonna be working on trying to get a crafting scepter. I might try to get some more of the nodes taken care of. I'm gonna continue working with bees and whatnot, but we'll kind of see what all we can get done and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely next time we are going to make our first Ichor cloth wand of some manner, of some sort. Whether it is just the normal wand, whether it's a crafting scepter, I don't know. We'll figure it out. These are creative, by the way, and I wish we could have them, but we can't. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!